Hello. Today I'm coming to you with a video about eyeshadow singles. In these 3 mini palettes, I'm going to put a selection of single eyeshadows from my single eyeshadow collection, most of which is from ColourPop. I'm hoping this exercise will remind me that I already have so much wonderful makeup and it is just waiting for me to use it. I will be duping the vibes for 3 different palettes. The first being the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana Holiday Palette. The second being the ABH Nouveau palette. And the third being the ABH Rose Metals palette. That one just dropped today and I already planned this video, so I figured I would do it for that because it is so beautiful. But let's dig into the eyeshadow because you'll see that I have more than enough eyeshadow. So let's get into it. Looking at my inspiration photo, I'm seeing the breakdown. I'm seeing the anatomy of the palette, the neutral 6, the cool section, as well as the warm section. The neutral side being very cool tone, almost. I think it's pretty cool tone for this time, which I really do enjoy. My eye is immediately drawn to that dark green and the gold at the bottom. From the cool section, the purples are cute, but that blue is definitely calling for me. And then in the warm crimson fuchsia section, that bright pink, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so beautiful. All of these eyeshadows are so pretty, especially in combination with all of each other. So let me pull what I think would fit best for these and we'll see what that looks like. I don't have any matte greens, but I do have this pretty shimmery dark green. Maybe this would work in our case. I'm seeing the light shimmers and I do want to incorporate a couple of those. Here I've got a pale cream color. It's almost goldish. So it's a beige, almost white. For that cool blue, I think the one that will fit best is this kind of aquamarine color. I'm almost tempted by the darker blue here. I think this is really pretty too. For the warm section, for that pink, it looks lighter than this pink because it looks like a cool tone, like an oddly cool tone yellowish pink. But the one I hold in my hands now is definitely a warmer, deeper pink. This is like a soft version of the usual hot pink that we see. As I look at my inspiration photo again, I think that this tealish blue, which is Pool Party from Jaclyn Hill's first collaboration with Morphe, I think this one fits the palette better. This is most like the the shade in Pat McGrath's palette, but I think for this palette that I'm making for myself, I'll want to use this cool tone blue more. Oh, it just looks like the ocean. Oh, looking at this, I'm so excited. I will swatch this for you, but I'm not going to do it right now because this I just feel will last for a minute. It'll be difficult to remove. So let's see, what kind of arrangement do I want these in? Do you like that? Because if we were to go just in color of depth, that actually does not look bad. Maybe this green one. That's pretty. I think this arrangement here will work best for myself. Let's pop them in. I'm so excited. Look at how pretty. I think that these two will pair very well. I usually have a hard time planning enough time to truly do the makeup that I want to do, so I usually put a beige color all over my lid. So this one I know will get the most action. I think this pink one might be second. I know that this green one, it'll be difficult because of its depth, but I'm hoping to maybe do like a glittery, smudgy eyeliner with this. Well, not eyeliner, but a similar shape for this. So closer to the lash line. And I've worn this a few times. You can see that it actually is probably the most used out of these 4 shadows. And I think this one I'll use a few times. But when I do wear it, I put it all over the lid and it looks beautiful. Yeah, let's bring blue eyeshadow back, okay? Let's make an agreement. We're gonna do it. So if you have a blue eyeshadow, please rub it all over your eyelids. Let me know how you like it. Next up, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Art Nouveau. Looking at the inspiration photo for that one, it has some gray greens, khaki colors, kind of like brownish greens, that pop of purple, which I personally love. It's a very pretty palette. Looking at it, I think it's really cute. I know that I definitely won't use the orangey colors. I just have a hard time incorporating those into my usual looks. But let's get into finding what shades will work. Immediately, the shade that stands out to me the most is that lavender color named Wisteria. So I'm going to pull out this light purple color that I have. I also really like the greens in this palette. I feel like I just want to wear green eyeshadow. So I could go a few, I don't have very many greens, but I have this kind of duochrome that's kind of green, it's kind of brown, there's some flecks of red sparkle in there. Yeah, this one's really pretty. Maybe this will be a contender. I do want to put a brown in here since there are those kind of murky greenish browns. Do I go for a matte? Oh, for some reason this shadow is just really standing out to me here. It's not at all what I just described. I guess that this shade is a cross between Isle and Lily. I'm really eyeing Belle and Liberty. Belle being a darker brown with shimmer, and Liberty being kind of army green, like the color of fatigues. So I don't have those particular colors, but let's see what could work. This is capturing my attention. This right here, this looks so pretty. Is it gonna be that easy? I think it is. Yeah. Let's zoom in. I think that I'm gonna do this. Let's see a few different rotations. In this kind of arrangement, the purple loses its pop because these two being next to each other, it makes sense. But I did like that initial. I think that this, well, let me see if I'm putting it the other direction. See, wow, that's funny how this feels like the purple doesn't pop either. Let's go back to the original arrangement. And I think, oh wow, the difference that made. Yeah, this original arrangement, I think let's stick with this. Oh my gosh, my hands are so unmoisturized right now. That is darling. Wow, looking at the inspiration for this third palette being the ABH Rose Metals palette, the palette honestly doesn't look that different from Modern Renaissance. At least maybe that's the light pink, the maroon burgundy-ish color, the orange. There's definitely more shimmers though. So I think for this one, I'll focus more on that rose quartz shade. Looking at the inspiration for this third palette being the ABH Rose Metals palette, I'm really looking at that shade Heavenly, which is kind of like a very pale, cool yellow. And Haze is attracting my attention. It's dark, but the reflect, it's like a dark brown, but the reflect is just making it look so bright. Nocturne is very beautiful too. Let's see. This one I think will be the hardest for me to capture. So looking, I think the closest options I have for Heavenly would be maybe this. So this is a white with a gold reflect. So it shifts to yellow. It's not quite Trust Issues from Jackie's palette with ABH. Yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah, I think this is our best bet for Heavenly. Now for Haze. I'm not sure. Because it has So it's dark brown, kind of green, kind of gold. This shade wouldn't quite work. This shade wouldn't quite work because this actually looks more like Nova. It's that bright, warm gold. So it's got the depth and dimension, but it still reflects really light and bright. Maybe let me work on Nocturne first. I think maybe this would be good. It's a kind of gritty texture, so it's dark brown with a little bit of shimmer, silver shimmer. It looks like a gray, brown, black. And it almost looks reddish as I twist it. So with duping the vibes, it's not supposed to be the exact dupe, which I've been getting pretty close. So thinking about the spirit of the shade Haze, now I'm going to like try to see what could possibly like capture that same kind of ambiance. This just makes me want to green. I just want green eyeshadow now. But let me see. I could do something like this light mint green metallic. I think maybe this is just too far off script because it's not at all sitting with the club of the rose metals. But I'll still put it down here. Maybe it could give good company to the rest. I want to maybe add this color. I have good use on this one. This is Snake Eyes from ColourPop. Or should I maybe do something different and add a pink? If I really wanted to do something that just has a reflective green, I guess I could do Glass Bowl, a classic, but it just doesn't have the same depth. It is really pretty though. This is hard, oh my gosh. Let's see, if I were to pick a pink to go in here, which should it be? I'm eyeing this one over here. So this is a pink with a gold reflect. It's like a mid pink corally. So here it's just pink. Here it looks more orange. And here you can see the full impact of that orangey reflect, orangey gold. That looks kind of pretty. Or maybe I'll do an ash color. Something to keep these grounded. Just a brown. It's an ashy, cool tone brown. This kind of mid-tone brown shows up and adds dimension on my skin tone. But is that the easy way out? This definitely feels like it's part of the palette. Let me look at these side by side. So to complicate things, I also brought in these two options. So here we have this kind of paler shade for Heavenly, this green for Haze, this dark brown with the shimmers for Nocturne, and for our fourth option we have these. Okay, let's try them out. Let's let them have an audition. What do we think? I don't know that this gives me a fire. I don't know that I'm picking this one up ASAP. This looks kind of blah. Okay, let me... This looks kind of interesting. What do we think of this? That looks kind of pretty. I kind of like that. Okay. This one is in the running. This mid-tone taupe. Bright and shiny. No, I don't think this is gonna work, because I feel that this darker shade is too similar, and I'll probably always reach for this one over this one. So let me give 24/7 a chance. And then I don't think so. I think we're gonna go with Snake Eyes. And I know I didn't tell you the shades of any of the other ones, but we've got 24/7 from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe. We've got, wow, this one is named Heavenly, from ColourPop, this minty metallic. We've got Now and Zen from ColourPop, and Snake Eyes from ColourPop. Let's pop them in. Wait, is this the final iteration? What'd we say? Well, I'm so excited. This looks so pretty. I just love seeing this kind of combination. So the browns are really going to support this mint, and this gold will add a little bit of bright and brightness and dimension. This one I'm sure will be the tambourine. Now let's look at all of these three mini palettes. ABH Rose Metals, Pat McGrath, Celestial Nirvana, and ABH Nouveau. So looking at these three, there's a green in each. We've got a beige in each of them. We've got two browns in these two. I'm excited. I think these all are similar in some ways, and I think they all go together. They kind of match. But they're also different, and I feel like I'll get different looks with each of these. I feel like this will be the most neutral, this will be very everyday, a little elevated. And this one will be something special. So let's get to swatching. So pretty. Here we have it, folks. My vibe dupe of the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana. Now to swatch my version of the ABH Nouveau. Wow. I'm so excited. I'm going to build up that purple a little bit more. This one definitely needs building, but it does show up. Here we've got the vibe dupe of ABH Nouveau. And now for my vibe dupe of ABH Rose Metals. Now that I have all of my vibe dupes, I'm so excited. I feel even more excited about these than purchasing the new palettes because I like that I have only the shades that I want. And while all the other palettes are still so cute and so pretty, I think that this still gives me more because I'm playing more with my collection. I have more, I'm spending more time with the things that I already have. So I feel like I can really appreciate these instead of thinking about the stuff that I could have. When really, what good is a $50 palette if I hardly ever use it? Not that it's bad. I'm obviously, like, I have a lot of stuff, but this is pretty exciting to me. I'm feeling butterflies over this. This one, like each one, I'm just looking at it and I see like this dark green looked so juicy. It just gives me like the promise of the forest on my lids. Even this, like I generally don't wear a lot of dark brown on my eyelids, but now this, my jaw dropped. It just looked so succulent. Now with this one, ooh. I'm actually kind of worried now that I won't use this as much as I hope I will. But we'll see. We'll see. Wow. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, y'all. These are my dupes. These are my things. So the task has been completed. I've shared with you these precious little things. I hope you liked it. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this with building my own palette, like BYOP. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it and you want to see more, please subscribe. Let me know that you liked it. And in the comments, if you could tell me what eyeshadow palette has really been tugging on your heartstrings, I would like to know. I want to know. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.